friends because my neighbors were outside doing some stuff, and low-key I felt kind of awkward talking to myself and recording. So I went up the street to try to find a better spot, and there's snow everywhere. This could be hilarious. It'd be really interesting to watch at the most to see how I get out of this, but here goes nothing. What's up guys, I'm Moto Chris. Welcome back to my channel and check out my brand new 2019 R3 Street Fighter. Oh, I'm so mad at myself, but you know what? It kind of opened up a new door where I was kind of curious to try to take off the fairings and ride it around as a Street Fighter. And here we are. So as a result of that, I now have what I think is the first 2019 R3 Street Fighter build, if you even want to call that, because all I did was take off the fairings. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about how it looks, to be honest. I think it looks awesome, especially with the brand new M4 exhaust on here. The brass color to it, I think, adds such a cool little taste to it. It kind of reminds me of an FZ1, just with a little bit more modern kind of front headlight assembly or whatever you want to call that there. I think the gold, the brass, along with the levers and the bar end right here, looks so awesome. I just like the look of the whole thing in general. Just kind of like a little fun experiment. The fairings on there were already somewhat messed up. It's been down, it's been hit by a car in the parking lot. And the other day I just went down in the snow just because I was being an idiot. But you know, it's a 300. The parts are cheap, it's whatever. The only thing is that the fairings, the new ones, are going to take 3 months to get here. So I figured to not do something that nobody else has done. You know what? I'm liking it so far. Let me know what you guys think of this little R3 Street Fighter, because I'm totally in love with it, man. I took a few pictures by setting the GoPro down on the street and me riding past it, and I gotta say, it looks badass with someone on it. Looks a little bit funky, but you know what? Screw it, man. So just kind of curious to see what you guys thought about my 2019 Yamaha R3 Street Fighter. If you have any suggestions on how I can make this look better, or what other mods I can do to make it look cool or spice it up for the next 3 months, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm interested to know what kind of feedback you guys have for me. I'm out here doing all the dumb stuff, so you don't do it. Number one rule: don't ride your bike in the snow. Too bad that the accident happened just right off camera. It would have been hilarious for you guys to see me actually biff it, but you guys get a nice little crash sound, and that wasn't added in editing. That was the actual sound of me crashing. And let me show you exactly what happened actually. So obviously I showed you this got grounded down a little bit, and so did that. And man, oh, I'm so angry. I had to be so stupid. Why? At the very minimum, it made good entertainment, but oh, my exhaust, man. I scratched up my exhaust, this beautiful carbon fiber. Actually, for the most part, you know, like this, all of this was all untouched. But what did get messed up was that right there. You can see the little bracket that holds the carbon fiber onto the muffler itself got kind of bent that way, and some of the carbon fiber got scraped off right there. I think this peg took most of the impact. I did slide, I want to say like 4 or 5 feet, but this you can see it's not as straight as it should be. It's a little bit warped, and that was from the impacts when I fell on this side and then slid that way. So I think this absorbed most of the impact, and of course the brake pedal, yeah, it's whatever. Other than that, this bar end did its job. It didn't really bend too much out of place. I mean, there is a slight little tweak right there where it's bent a little bit this way, but all I really got to do is take out that little hex bolt right there, go to Ace, maybe try to straighten this one out, or go to Ace and get a new one, but it's not that big of a deal. The mirror, sure, there's some damage to the mirror. There's always damage to the mirror when you go down. I don't really care about the mirror. So yeah, I wish this was a riding video, but can't really ride out in this stuff right now. So, but currently all the fairings are sitting in my car. I saved all the bolts and everything like that, and it's actually pretty easy to take all these fairings off. Maybe once I get the new ones and I put them on, I'll show you guys how to take everything off if you want to do this to your 2019 model. I think it looks super cool, especially when you're riding it. The kind of brass color to the pipe is so amazing, man. This kind of makes me want to even just, I don't know, like, I know I might get roasted for this. I kind of just want to plasti dip that rear tire gold, or maybe like a brass color like that, just to see how it looks. And then, you know, maybe consider painting it or powder coating it later on in the future. I just kind of want to mock it up, see what it looks like before I have to replace all the bearings and, you know, disassemble that whole rear assembly and the chain and everything. I don't know, you guys leave some suggestions down in the comments below. One more mod that's coming to this bike is the sprocket change. I'm so excited for that. When I went to the shop, they said that they didn't want to do it because they don't want to, oh, I don't want to rip off all the fairings and then just to put them back on, just to take them off again when the new ones get here. Whatever, you know, I could take the fairings off myself. Thank God for my friend Carlos. He, you know, walked me through this process. I could have probably done it by myself, to be honest, but I was just scared. You know, I don't want to mess anything up further than what it already is. Shout out to Carlos. You're a good dude, my man. Thank you so much. Since all the fairings are off right now, I might just take it to the shop and be like, hey, you got no excuses now. You're getting paid for it. Just do the sprocket change, man. Come on. I think it'll kind of be like a baby FZ07 or MT07 is what they're calling it now. And I'm so excited for that. It'll be interesting to see how the bike behaves because it already behaves so differently with the exhaust, the air filter, and the R6 throttle tube, which I still have to make a video on because this thing is so cool, man. I know you guys are probably gonna wanna see riding footage because I've been making a few of these just walking around the bike, you know, talking about it, but no actual riding. Trust me, guys, I want to ride, but it's winter, so kind of sucks for us motorcycle riders, but here it is, guys. Isn't she pretty? Oh, I love it. And yeah, I know in hindsight it was stupid of me to even try to go through that snow. And honestly, I could have made it through, but I got a little bit cocky and I, you know, twisted the throttle because I wanted to burn out a little bit. And that was the stupidest decision I've ever made. I honestly had a little moment there where I was like, I'm just gonna give up on life, sell my motorcycle and never ride again because I was just so disappointed in myself for doing that. But, you know, it's whatever. You know, I was okay. I wasn't even going that fast. Kind of playing it out to sound like a bigger deal than it actually was, but oh, it really hurt me. It did. It bruised my ego. So anyway, guys, thank you for coming. This is just gonna be a little update video. I just kind of wanted to tease the bike a little bit, show you guys how much fun you can have with your first bike, even though it's a 2019 version. I'm having so much fun just messing around with this thing, man. Adding kind of like cheesy mods to it and, you know, some really nice ones as well. I mean, you could have fun with any motorcycle that you get, guys. You could have fun with a 250, an older one or a newer one. Just use your imagination, you know. Don't let other riders stop you from doing what you actually want to do. Go out there and experiment. Who cares what other people think about your bike? It's your bike. As long as you have fun on it, who cares? So anyway, guys, thank you for coming. I promise there will be more riding videos here in the future. I'm just waiting for all the snow to clear up. So I love you guys and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.